Hi and welcome to this week's project. A couple more rings being done today. I was doing a little bit of testing between fluorescent UV resin and glow in the dark. So I'm making 4 blanks up and 2 I'm going to be mixing with flow resin and 2 with glow in the dark. As you can see, actually it's two pendants and 2 rings. Adding some glow powder in there. And that's the glow in the dark one. I attempted in this time to use needles and syringes, but actually it didn't work out that well at all.
Come now, give me a moment, 'cause you know about the place I'm from.
Putting a bit of the glow in the dark in all of them. That way I'll really get to see what the difference is between them actually in the resin. As you can see there, the glow in the dark is glowing.
I know I made mistakes, I know I lied.
When I'm mixing these blanks up, I use a UV light purely so that I can see what it looks like in there and how much is in there, whether it's enough or not. Now the flow green I'm just putting in neat. As you can see, the difference is massive. And with a liquid you can actually get the swirling quite well in it.
I know I made mistakes, I know I lied. I should have noticed, yeah, I should have tried.
Okay, I'm starting to sand now. I wanted to show you them before I started sanding. And that's just in normal light, and the flow green dye, it really shines up so well. This is the one with just glow in the dark in, and you can hardly see it. First thing I like to do is square the banks up, ready so that I've got nice flat surfaces ready for shaping, and in the ring blanks getting the holes drilled for your finger. These ring blanks were oak and they were quite thick. They were about 3/4 of an inch, I think, so they actually needed to be thinned down quite a bit. That's me cutting the angles into the top of the resin now. Trying to keep them as even as possible. This is me shaping the band, getting it down to a narrower bit that will be underneath your finger. And taper in the sides. Okay, this is the first stage of sanding. Obviously I start at 120 on here and I work my way up between 600 and 800. This part and the first part of the buffing is the parts that take the longest, because it's at this point you need to get every scratch out of it. Okay, that's me just using the MINWAX to coat the wood before I start buffing. I've noticed a massive difference using this. I'll put the link to the MINWAX down in the description, as well as all the resins and everything. I pretty much got everything from metalclays.co.uk. Try not to get any of the MINWAX onto the resin, because it doesn't finish very nice on the resin. It's perfect for wood. Actually makes the wood a little bit tougher on the rings. Gives a nice glossy finish. The bottom of that ring there that I just did had a little knot in it, but I actually super glued it and left it in. I actually quite liked the character in the wood.
Is in a stream. The ocean calls.
Okay, this is the first stage of the buffing now, and this is Tripoli.
Still, I'm in this game, but without my closest friend.
Second stage of buffing. You get your shine after you've done this bit. Try to slow this bit down a little bit. Use a Dremel to do the inside of the rings and that as well.
It's shining through.
Okay, a different view on this, the end of this project. I've actually just been taking photographs to put them up on Etsy. What I really was trying to do with this video was do some testing with the flow green dye versus the glow in the dark. I was looking for the Northern Lights look, and I wasn't looking to perfect it. I was looking to see if I could create it, and I'm hoping that this video I'll be able to zoom it in enough for you to see. These two obviously had the flow resin in, and you definitely get that effect. I've got a UV light going in the background just to light it up a little bit. You can actually see this in the dark, but it obviously just makes it, I mean in normal light, but it just makes it stand out a little bit brighter. So it was those two that I did the flow dye with. That's the Alumilite one, and these two here they had fluorescent and as glow in the dark, and as you can see, I mean there is a slight colour change on those, but really nothing to talk about. So I shall be definitely doing some more of these. I might actually do some of these and sell them, the blanks. I'll do ring and pendant ones, just the blanks ready with the resin cast, and I'll degas it and stuff, and it's just really for people who want to try this out but don't have the means to degas or don't want to get too involved in resin. So I was thinking of maybe I shall start producing some of those, and we'll see how they go. I'll put them up on Etsy and we'll see how well they do. Maybe do several with different colours and that in it. I used the ocean blue dye as the main background on these. I quite like that. It gives it like a night scene. That's why I tend to go for that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us that thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. And it was just something else I was testing out and wanted to take you with me. I think you'll see me using these flow dyes more in different ways inside the rings, and well, I'll take you along with it as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I shall post some pictures up after.